Hello, friends. This is Jasmeet Bhatia from Landmark Immigration, and today I'm with Mr. Brent from Algoma University. So there are many good options to study in Algoma University. So I requested Mr. Brent to do a live session with Landmark Immigration so that we can pass on some direct knowledge to the students. So I will welcome Mr. Brent. Thank you for taking out time for the live show for our company.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here today.
Yeah. So let's first of all, I would like to ask you that what are the changes happening after this COVID-19 and how the things are moving up?
Sure. At Algoma, well, I guess lots has changed, but at the same time, maybe very, very little has changed. We're still moving forward with all of our programs and all of our intakes. We were able to transition pretty quickly to remote or online learning. So we've had a big summer semester that's taking place right now that students were able to start online from the summer. We're still taking applications for the fall semester for September. And so what we've done is we've partnered with an online university to transition our different degrees to online. So now students can start in any of our programs in September. No programs are closed. You can start any of our programs in September. If students aren't able to travel to Canada, they can start online and then transition to Canada when international travel opens up again to resume face-to-face classes. So whether that's in hopefully by January or even later. The Canadian government has they've made some changes where students now can complete up to 50% of their program online from their home country. So it's a good opportunity for many students. A lot of the cost of the education is living in Canada and renting an apartment and travel. So we think it's a nice opportunity for students to start their first semester in India, save some money. The programs are, we use the term asynchronous, but it just means that you can do it whatever time of day you want. You don't have to wake up in the middle of the night in India to take Canadian programming. So all of our programs, computer science, business, project management, they're all available in September from India if you can't make it to Canada.
So how are the things moving up? Like I think there are some restrictions which are removed and the businesses have started opening up in Canada.
Yeah, it's Canada has taken a regional approach, I guess, in that it's a little bit different throughout the country, but yeah, we went from, I would say, close to a complete lockdown to now retail stores are open again. They're limiting the number of people that can be in the stores at any one time. Grocery stores, hardware, daycares are beginning to reopen. Parks. So recreational facilities are opening up. So it's phase one, I guess, of a 3-phase to return to normal. But it's nice. We're seeing more people out on the streets right now, and the virus itself is very under control in Canada. We've already flattened the curve, I would say, and are on the way down. So I know in Sault Ste. Marie, in the city that I live in, and one of Algoma's campuses, there are almost 0 active cases right now, so it's quite a safe place to be.
So tell us something more about the location of the university and what are the key points for the university?
Sure, Algoma's got, well, we're a public university located in Ontario, and Ontario is the most populated province in Canada. Toronto and Ottawa are in Ontario. Algoma's got 2 campuses. The one I spoke about in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, which is on the border with the United States. It's a medium-sized city. It's a smaller city, but very much like the Canada that you see in magazines, with lakes and beaches and forests, and over 30 different programs there. It's very affordable place to live. A lot of students choose to study here because the cost of living is quite low, and the quality of education is high. And then we've got a second campus in Brampton, which is part of the Greater Toronto area, we call it in Canada. So it's a very urban experience. And there we offer specialized programs in business, computer science, and now a new program in project management as well. So less selection in terms of programming, but great opportunities to be connected to the Greater Toronto area.
So it's very good that you have both the options, like a smaller city environment we can provide if students want to study in Sault Ste. Marie. And I have personally visited Sault Ste. Marie 3-4 times and found it very nice city for students to study. And I've met few students who are really happy and satisfied in Sault Ste. Marie. And we have, on the other hand, we have a campus in Brampton for Algoma University. If the students want a bigger city environment, then they can go for Brampton campus also. So what are the key programs which are available in Sault Ste. Marie, and what are the key programs which are available in Brampton?
Sure. Well, Sault Ste. Marie, I mean, business and computer science are always popular. We've got computer science programs in computer game technology and mobile software development. But another popular program in Sault Ste. Marie is our biology program. And biology is for students interested in like a healthcare or medical stream. That's the students that most program that most students, international students and Canadian students would take if they want to. They're considering a career in healthcare down the road. It's got beautiful, brand new facilities, state-of-the-art labs, and that kind of thing. And then in Brampton, again, business, computer science, lots of graduate certificate programs. And I think too that I'd want to highlight, they're brand new to Algoma. We just approved them last week or this week, but we now have two-year graduate certificate programs. So one is in business management and human resources management. So rather than take an 8-month graduate certificate, you can do one 2-year certificate and then get the maximum postgraduate work permit of 3 years. And the newest program at Algoma is project management, 2-year management graduate certificate program that's also offered in our Brampton campus for this September.
That's great news. Like the students always wanted a 2 years postgraduate program. So now we have project management and HR and business management, which is any graduate can actually do that.
Yeah, and yeah, absolutely. And we students used to they did it previously where they had to combine 2 1-year programs with us, but it's I think it's much easier for the student to just have to apply one time. It's one program, it's 2 years in length, so it's exactly what they're looking for. They get to know the professors along the way. So we expect the success to be really high, and then it's great preparation for finding a job when they graduate as well and taking advantage of that work permit.
That's great. So there are students asking like, what are the English requirements? We have so many questions here. So what are the English requirements to get into the university? So can we have the Duolingo requirement, the PT requirement, and the IELTS requirement? They want to ask you. Like he's a 12th pass out in 2019 medical stream with 66%. And IELTS is like 6 bands and he has 2 modules, 5.5 band. Karan is asking, is he eligible for a bachelor degree?
Yeah, definitely. So I'll go through the English requirements quickly. The IELTS is what I'm much more familiar with. So in general, at Algoma University, you need a 6.0 overall IELTS score to be eligible to come to the university. For the graduate certificates, we require 6 in each band. Students have to have at least a 6 in each band to qualify for admission. For the biology program that I saw a question for, for the degree programs, as long as you have 6 overall, we'll admit students who've got a band or 2 below 6. What all that will mean is that their first semester they'll be in a bridging program where they'll do 3 academic courses paired with a little bit of English upgrading. It's a very common path. Lots of our students do it. It doesn't slow down graduation at all. You'll still be able to graduate in 3 years if you choose a 3-year degree, or 4 years if you choose a 4-year degree. So it's a good option for for students. And I talked about our degree programs going online. So we've also now have an online ESL program, brand new to Algoma, that we've launched, or we're launching this summer, and available in the fall as well. So and that'll be available even when face-to-face classes resume. So it's a nice option to be able to do your ESL or English upgrading online, rather than eat into your class time. Let me check the Duolingo requirements quickly for you. Jasmine, I gotta look it up, the Duolingo one.
Yes.
You can ask
Sure.
me another question if you want while I'm looking that up.
Yeah, so there's another question, that is Algoma accepting non-SDS profiles of art students? So Karam, I will answer that. Yes, if you're a non-SDS student, you can apply to Algoma University. And if you are art students, there are very good bachelor degrees, like bachelor in economics also you can do, bachelor in community development you can do, bachelors in social work also you can do. So there are a lot of interesting bachelor degrees which are available in Algoma University if you want to do study in Algoma University. Then there's another question that Jaswinder is asking, that Duolingo is accepted by embassy. See, right now Duolingo is accepted by all 130 universities and colleges in Canada, and Algoma is also accepting Duolingo as a test. We don't have any update on that Duolingo will be accepted by the High Commission or the embassy. But when you have an other English test, you can apply under non-SDS or a general category. And when you want to apply for an SDS category, you definitely need an IELTS score. So Jaswinder, I have answered your question. If Brent, you want to add something to it?
No, just that I looked at the Duolingo score, and it's for entry to academic or certificate programs, it's 110.
Yes. So 110 is the requirement for Duolingo, and recently you have reduced the requirement for PTE also. It's 60 now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Algoma University is accepting PTE. Algoma University is accepting Duolingo, and they are accepting also IELTS score. So if you have any type of English test, we will try to fit you into Algoma University. So my other question is, Brent, are we taking some conditional students, like conditional offer letters we are issuing if they don't have an English or if they don't have a final year result?
Yeah, we are. So absolutely. If you haven't had a chance to write IELTS exam yet, if that was your plan, that you can definitely apply and get a conditional offer without the IELTS score, and then we'll change it. You'll receive a final offer after you submit the score later on, and the same with students who don't have their class 12 marks yet. You can definitely apply to the university and receive a conditional offer right now, and then when you do receive your grades, we'll provide a final offer without the conditions on it.
So all the students who have something pending with them, and then they can apply for a conditional offer letter to Algoma University. There's another question, that what is the requirement of a Duolingo test for the 2-year PG diplomas, like the project management and the HR business management? I think, Chaman, it's same. 110 is the Duolingo requirement.
Yep.
Yeah, so 110 is the Duolingo requirement if you want to apply for a 2-year or a 1-year PG diploma. So then there's a question that a student, he says that he's done his BA in 2014, but his percentage is too low. It's like 53.5%. Will Brent, we will take up in Algoma University or not? He's got 6 each score. Baljinder. Yeah.
I think that they want to do a graduate certificate.
Yes. Yeah.
I think that the grades are too low. I think they need 60% to be eligible.
So Baljinder, you need more score to be eligible for a graduate certificate. Then there's another question that he has, like, our requirement is reduced to 60, but Deep Sandhu says he has a PT 59. Can he take the ESL or ESL?
Yep.
Yeah. So Baljinder, you can definitely apply to Algoma University and you can take the ESL route, and your academic studies won't get extended because the ESL is made you study with the academic subjects only. So I don't think there's another question, that is hospitality course is available. I am afraid that we don't have an hospitality course in Algoma University. Other institutes might be offering. But Brent, I request you to bring up an hospitality course in one of the campuses because
Yeah,
it's really a high demand course.
something for us to think about for sure.
Yeah. So this, like, there are so many queries which come to us every day, every time we are handling those queries. I have one more question, that like students are sometimes saying that we want to book our seat, but we want to pay less deposit, like $2,500, $3,000. Is it possible that we can bring something like that to Algoma University?
I don't think we can make that change right now, but I can say that we have reduced our deposit for this year. That the deposit is now it was over $10,000, and now for September it's 8,000. So it's maybe not as low as Jasmine would like it, but it is lower. And um,
Yeah.
this September we have some special scholarships that are only available
Yes.
for that start this
Yes.
September. So we're offering a $3,000 scholarship to all of the students starting a graduate certificate. So if it's a 2-year graduate certificate like project management or business, and if they start this September, the 3,000 is guaranteed for both years. So it reduces the cost of the certificate. I think tuition goes from 18,000 to a little over $15,000 with the scholarship. And for degree students who start, a $2,000 scholarship. So maybe the prices are not as low as people would like, but we have made some improvements, and so a little bit less deposit due by July 17th, and then scholarships for students who start this fall.
So it's a great news for all the students who are looking forward to study in Algoma University. So they are offering $3,000 scholarship on a postgraduate level program, and a $2,000 scholarship if you are applying for an undergraduate program starting this September. So there's a question that Ankush is asking, that he has having overall 6 bands and 2 modules 5.5, and yes, Ankush, you can apply. We've already answered this question. You have to study some English programs along with your academic, and you can apply for Algoma University. Ankush, if you want to answer, Brent.
Yeah, for any of the degree programs, for like I said, for graduate certificates, you need 6 in each band. But for degree programs, absolutely, you can apply.
So Ankush, you can apply for Algoma University, and there are some great offers Algoma University is giving for September intake. So you should send your documents at info@landmarkimmigration.com or call us at 90413 90412. So, and Brent, what is the future of the students? I am listening that we might have some flights opening up by the end of July or by the end of August. So what is your scenario? What is your take on the scenario?
I think that I think that students who are interested in coming to Canada, now is the time to apply and pay deposits and secure your spots. I know that we've seen that the government of Canada is working on making things easier for international students. So they've already made changes that allow them to start their program online. If that's a possibility, I think the next thing that they're going to do is speed up visa processing. So I believe that very soon students will start receiving visas again. And I think that definitely there's going to be flights between the countries very soon, definitely by January. So for students who, if they're interested in coming to Canada, I think it's important to secure your spot for September, because when things open up again, the demand is going to be so high that seats are going to be very, very limited, I believe. So I think that securing a spot now is important. There's good. I mean, for us, our scholarships are only available for students who start in September. So it's a good opportunity, but yeah, I believe that, I mean, Canada is quite good. Like I said, we've flattened the curve here in Canada. So now we're returning to normal life, which means expecting international students, I think, very soon.
So if you're watching our session, then you can join us at Facebook. We'll be doing a live session at Facebook in like next 10 minutes. And thank you all for joining us for this session. And there are some students who are asking me some question that what is the turnaround time for the offer letter? That's the last question I want to ask you.
1 week right now.
That's 1 week, but there are some students who says that their offer letter is pending from a lot, way much more
Yeah,
time,
you
and
know,
I will
the problem
request
was
you
I
to
can
kindly
the ones that are pending, I could say, I think are the ones that require the English upgrading. So I think if students have
yeah.
6 in each band, they're processed very quickly. We didn't know what we were going to do with our English upgrading because it wasn't available online previously. So we had to do some work to see how we were going to be able to deliver that. And I think now that that's sorted out, offers should come quickly. For students who have 6 in each band, there should be no delays. I think they'll even get them earlier than 1 week.
Thank you so much, Brent. And anyone who has more questions can join us at Facebook session. And we'll be doing some live on the Facebook, and there we can answer your more queries. Thank you, Brent.
Thank you.